It's off the record. It's Wednesday night. Everybody alright? It's off the record. It's Wednesday night. Hey, you better hold on tight. It's off the record. It's Wednesday night. K-On, I think they're ready. You tuned into what you tuned into.
Give me my theme music.
Good evening to another episode of Off the Record. Of course, I'm your host, Kevin Young, and I got Mr. Daryl Simmons on here tonight, y'all. I mean, he's been around in the music business for a long time. So he's going to come on Off the Record. He's going to drop some niggas over here, but I got to say my spiel first. First of all, hey, thank everybody who supported me this weekend for the Central Texas Soul Fest. It was a successful event. No issues, no hiccups with nothing, small, minor things. It rained a little bit, but overall, total success. I saw a lot of shows that went on this weekend as well. Nice lineups, nice artists and stuff. You guys continue to support Southern Soul. Let me say this too. And this goes for everybody, family, friends, I don't care who it is. Whenever somebody's doing a show, just pay what they ask you to pay, because shows are not free. Shows are not free. If it's not a free event, then why would you want a discount? Because Walmart sells stuff every day. I mean, people sell stuff every day around here, and you don't ask them for a discount. So why would you ask a promoter who's putting on the show to bring entertainment to an area for a discount? Or if it's an outside event, why would you want to sit outside the gate and watch the event, with no toiletry? So you just sitting outside because you don't want to pay to come in, I mean, that just don't make any sense to me. You can't buy a class. Either you have it or you don't. So you guys go in. I mean, you have more than enough time to purchase tickets. I mean, the tickets ain't no more than, $60, $70, and they promote shows at least 6, 7, 8 months in advance. So that's something that you don't want to do. If you want to do it, you would save your money and go. But again, you can't buy a class. And I don't understand why any woman will let a man sit her outside the gate of an event. I mean, come on now. You're a woman and you sitting outside right with your man watching a free event, no toiletry. So I guess y'all pissing in bottles on the side of the street somewhere, Just don't make any sense. Support people, especially our people supporters. Because I said events not free. Say a couple other things too about I've been watching Facebook. I see a lot of stuff, especially in Southern Soul. I particularly watch Southern Soul. See what's going on in the Southern Soul arena, and I'm very proud of a different tone that has been set in Southern Soul. Different tone now. It used to be a lot of back and forth. I guess a lot of y'all have looked in the mirror and saw that you probably was a problem, so you tone it down a little bit, and that's great. Continue being a mature adult and handle things like mature adults do. Don't go to Facebook and air out your dirty laundry. But again, I want to thank all my supporters. Me and Tucker put on a show here in Central Texas, first one ever. First Black fully funded event here. So, and I appreciate all the people who come from afar. People came from Detroit, Louisiana, Florida, of course, Texas, Beaumont, came out and supported that event. And I'm really, really appreciative, and I can never thank my family enough, for coming down and showing the support and helping out with the event. So, but look, I'm not gonna hold things up. I'm gonna bring Miss. Can you hear me back there, Daryl? Okay, so he said, you hear me. A lot of y'all might not know Daryl Simmons, but you're gonna know him after today. Really good guy, very supportive. That I've seen. I've always seen him sharing people's stuff. I always see him making nice comments about what's going on and stuff in the Southern Soul world. He's been around for a long time. So, but I'm gonna let him tell you all that. But look, I'm not gonna hold him up. I present to you, Mr. Daryl Simmons. What's going on, young man?
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. But I can't hear you in my buds anymore. I don't know what happened with the earbuds.
I don't know.
But hey, I can hear you.
Maybe your earbuds got scared. Yeah, I can only see half of your face. Slide over to your left. Other way. Right there.
All right.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you, man?
Hey man, I'm just living. How about yourself?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I got that show out of the way, man, and I then recovered somewhat, downloading stuff, cleaning up stuff, man. So pretty much recovered now. So waiting on.
Seems like it was a good success, man.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
It rained. I was looking at the forecast. I know it's forecasted rain between 12 and 3, and I knew it was going to actually disappear. I knew the sun was going to come out, so everybody was calling, texting to me, "You going to cancel show? What's your policy for refund?" I said, "No." There's no lightning in the forecast. It's just little sprinkles.
Right.
It's gonna rain for about 30 minutes. After that, we're gonna be good to go. So everybody had a good time, though, man.
That's good.
Yeah. Why you didn't come down, man?
Well, it kind of hit me all of a sudden, man.
Yeah.
I had other things planned. I didn't have any shows or anything, but I had some personal stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And could come, but we coming.
Oh yeah, I already know. No doubt in my military mind, you gonna come.
We're coming.
Hey, who's your favorite football team?
Oh, I'm a Green Bay Packer.
You see, look. You see where I'm at, right?
Yeah, I see you. Oh,
yeah, I think don't we play y'all?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Cause we're not playing football this year. We off this year.
Yeah, y'all something. But if we do play y'all, we're gonna beat the brakes off y'all.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. We kind of sorry right now, but it's like a business plan, man. I'm in it. Hey, 5 years from now, we'll be back.
You be good to go.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Let's go get started, man. Tell people a little bit about yourself, where you from.
Okay. Of course, my name is Daryl Simmons. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. I've been in Jackson all my life, except for about a year I stayed in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, I've just been around music all my life. Playing in the band when I was in middle school or junior high, whatever they call it now, on the high school. Didn't play in band. I wasn't a band member in college. I went to Jackson State, but I wasn't in the band. I was a mass communications major. Really didn't have time. Band takes a lot of your time up, man. I had to work. Yeah. My mom died when I was 16, so I had to kind of make my own way. So I didn't have time for that band and all that stuff.
So you are a musician?
Yeah. I started out. My whole family basically is musicians. I started out playing trumpet in school and went on, and didn't really think I was good back then because I came from a musical family, man, and so we didn't look at you being good. You just did what you did. Yeah. And now I look back on it as I got older. I look back, man, I was a bad cat, man. I mean, I played trumpet. I went to All City, All State, all this kind of stuff. Played a little professional stuff with my brother. He had a band called Show Enough back in the 80s. And I played with him. And actually, the way the story goes with that, this is how I actually got into the professional side, sort of. I've been practicing with my brother, excuse me. And so I graduated like on a Wednesday. And that Saturday, I did my first major concert in the Jackson, Mississippi Coliseum. We were on tour with Confunction, Al Hudson One Way, and a guy named Frankie Smith. I had a song called Double Dutch Bus. I don't know if I'm going back too far for y'all, but anyway. No,
I remember the song Double Dutch Bus.
Yeah. So we traveled around. We did like a little 3-month tour, and it was like right after I graduated. So, and I worked with my brother then for a long time, man. And I stopped playing. I figured out if I got on the road crew, a production crew, I could get paid like instantly. When you're in a band, sometimes you do your expenses. You don't make a lot of money. So I became the expense, and I started getting paid. And then I just fell in love with the production side of the music deal. That's kind of how I got started. Met a guy named Johnny McGee. Me and Johnny, man, he was a sound guy. He had sound equipment, and I had stage expertise. So me and him just got together, collaborated, man. And we started doing shows, and we did shows, man, for everybody. Mississippi, Alabama, we traveled, Louisiana, Tennessee, and we got to meet a lot of greats. And that's kind of how it all started with me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you said you more or less so fell in love with the production side.
Oh yeah.
So what exactly do that mean for alien that come down right here and say, okay, what's the production side of music?
Production is all the behind the scenes stuff that makes things happen. Just like your show. If you had your good production team, man, I mean, you had your good sound guys, people you can depend on, stage guys that actually set the show up. You know, it's like when the county fair comes to your town. If they didn't have the people that actually put the fair together, the fair wouldn't be a success. So, you know, that's kind of how production is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you like that better than playing music?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because is it more lucrative on that side?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I just like it. You know, people like what they like. I just like that side. I got to meet more artists. Sometimes when you're a musician, man, especially nowadays, these guys be egos. You don't care about meeting people, and I'm a people person. Yeah. So you know, that's just my passion.
Okay. So now how old are you, man? I know we close in age. I'm 53. So what you about 55, 56?
Thank you, man. I so appreciate you, man. God bless you.
I know you ain't 60. You ain't 60, are you?
I turned 60 September 17th.
Really? You look good, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I owe all that to God, man.
Yeah. So you've been in the music business at least what? We'll say 40 years. You started how old? 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the professional side, how long you been in the music business?
Well, shoot, man. Like I told you, I started at 17. So
17. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to, because I know you're a historian, because I know I've heard some stories about you. So when you start on the production side, was it with R&B, was it with blues, or was it with jazz? What was it?
Well, when I started, like I said, I started with my brother's group, Show Enough. Show Enough was a funk band, kind of like the Barcades, Confunction, that kind of thing. Okay. So we did a little funk, little R&B. You know, we did a little jazz. We had a couple of jazz songs, but that's kind of where I started.
Okay, so but which genre did you prefer?
I kind of preferred the funk kind of genre because I was a horn player, you know. Okay. So I kind of like that kind of drive. But now don't get me wrong, I love ballads. I'm a balladeer. Man, R&B ballad stuff, that's me. Okay. And even with the Southern Soul, I like a good slow. Right now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get off Southern a little bit. Right now, I wish in Southern Soul, I wish we could get more like a ballad duet with a guy and a girl. You know, like when I seen J1 and Jason they get together, I thought that was a nice thing. We need to get more of that in the Southern Soul.
Okay, so let me back up for a second. Late greats, Johnny Taylor's, BB King. Bobby Blue Bland. Did you have the luxury of ever meeting any of those guys back in the day?
Oh yeah, man, met them personally. Now Johnny Taylor was a little distant. He wasn't, I say, artist ready as some of the other artists was. For years, I did the BB King homecoming here in Mississippi, where the first black mayor of Mississippi, Charles Evers, Medgar Evers' brother, he used to do the Medgar Evers BB King homecoming every year, and BB King would come home every year. So I got to know him, meet him. And actually, Charles Evers is the one that really made me kind of see that I was a stage manager, because like I told you, I used to do stuff, man, just part of life, you know. And when he introduced me to BB King, he was like, "This is my stage manager. This is Daryl Simmons." And it really tripped me out, because like the following year when they came, BB called me by my name, and I thought that was just, you know, that was an honor, man. To know that this man traveled all over the world, still remembered me when he came back. So
it made you feel moist and warm inside?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I tell you this. I did something I bet you ain't nobody ever did.
What?
They used to come out and put BB's guitar on a stand right before he came out. So one day I was looking, and I was like, all the people were out there and they were waiting. when the show started. And I walked by there and I ran my hands all up and down Lucille. The average person can't do that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel pretty good about that. But I did. I met B.B. King, Tyrone Davis, Willie Clayton, Bobby Blue Bland, Lou Milton. I mean, we were actually, Johnny and myself, we actually traveled with those guys in a sense. I mean, we used to do little. See, back in those days, these guys used to put shows together themselves. You had promoters, but they used to promote themselves. Unlike the guys today, they don't promote themselves. They want you to spend your money. They don't believe in doing their own shows. You know? But back in the day, they used to do their own little tours. Yeah. And you would get two of them. Say for instance, you would get like Tyrone Davis, Willie Clayton. They put Shirley Brown or Lisa Sal in the middle, or Lynn White in the middle, and then they go around and do little shows, and they would work, man. And they invest in themselves, go into towns, pay the little promo stuff for the radio stations and everything, and the timing right for the month. People get their money, and man, we used to have a good time.
So what was the atmosphere among them then versus the atmosphere that you've seen now with the artists? Is there a distinct difference?
Yeah, it is. Back in those days, man, those guys were friends, and it was a competition. It was like basketball players. You see basketball players going against each other, and then when you see them away from the game, they hanging out. That's how it was back then. But it wasn't all this, all this kind of hate and stuff that I'm seeing going on now. Now, don't get me wrong. Now they were competitive now.
Yeah.
I mean, because Johnny Taylor tell you don't want to go on behind me, Pete. I'm gonna close this out, and everybody knew. But it was a respect thing.
So what is your official title? Are you a sound engineer or a stage manager? What is your official title?
No, I'm a stage manager or production manager.
Okay.
Now I do work with sound companies, and I do know sound. But basically, I'm a production manager. I set your stage. I keep up with your time. I keep order on the stage. I kind of help the musicians out because a lot of times they see me and they'll be like, "Hey man, I need more of my monitor." I know how to make that happen for you.
Okay.
So that kind of stuff.
So you responsible for having 15 to 20 people on the stage?
Am I responsible for it? No.
Yeah.
No.
So you don't want to be letting all them damn people stand on the stage like it's a rap concert.
No, sir. No, sir.
You said no, sir.
And believe it or not, a bunch of artists, you can ask them that, and they'll tell you when they're on what I call my stage. On my stage, when you're on my stage, it's going to be a pretty much order.
Yeah.
I even limit the people that you bring on. When I'm doing LJ, and I don't know if he still does this, but he used to bring the ladies on stage. And when I'm doing him, he would even look at me and say, "Hey man, how many?" And I threw up 2 fingers, 3 fingers,
Yeah.
But all this 9 folks and all this, Yeah. And after it's over with, we gonna escort those ladies off.
Yeah.
Because
it's a distraction. It's a distraction.
Yeah,
I know a lot of artists when they on the stage, they want people that they tell the stage manager, get all them people off here.
Right.
But then they get mad and say, "Oh, this person is arrogant. They want to clear the stage." Well, why wouldn't you want to clear the stage, man? Why would you want to be standing on somebody else's platform while they performing? Get your ass off the stage.
Right.
You need to be up here.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of times, the promoters don't have a stage manager. They have an MC. There's a difference. See, on my stage, I'm the stage man. I run the stage. The MC answers to me. Everybody on their stage answers to me.
Yeah.
And that's because you have to have order. You're the military, man. You got to have order.
That's right.
And see, if you don't have any order, that's why things get out. That's why shows go long. Things get out of hand. I don't care who you are, what star you are. I'm gonna let you know. I'll put it to you like this: a professional person,
they
artist,
understand.
They're not gonna go over their time.
Yeah.
And if you have to cut their time, they might not like it, but they'll understand because it's business.
Yeah.
But a professional artist really is not going to go over their time. If their show is slated for 45 minutes or their contract for they're going to do their time.
Yeah.
But you get some of these guys, man, they trying to run me off stage. It's not that, man. It's just a business. Sometimes.
So what do you do as a stage manager if you keep it up with the time and the artist keeps singing? What do you do? Do you cut their mic or what do you do?
Oh yeah. You cut the whole thing. It's not just their mic. You cut. We got a thing. We got a thing in the sound there. We do this. I don't know if you see, man. You do this. If I can do this to the sound, man, that means fold. That means cut it off.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's why I like working with the sound guy that I work with, opposed to me coming and working with somebody that you don't really know. Me and Johnny used to have we just had together, man. We could do stuff like this, cut him off,
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. Now I had to do that to an artist one time. There was a mainstream Southern soul artist, blues artist, and I'm gonna tell you his name, Carl Sims. I had to do that to Carl Sims one night, and I really hated to do that, man. I had to go to him and apologize for doing it. And he didn't really understand it, but he understood when I talked to him at another time. He didn't understand that night because I think he had been involved with extracurricular activity too much, and he didn't really understand. But afterwards, he understood. He apologized, and everything was fine. Because it's just a job.
But if he went off his job, that was your. If he went off his time, that was your job to tell him, "Hey, it's over."
Oh yeah. Because that's what I'm getting paid for. So, like I say, the music business has different avenues, and everybody think they know the music business. They really don't. There's so many different avenues in music. When you understand, you understand.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question right here. As a stage manager, is sound check important to artists? Should it be important to artists, and why?
It depends on the type of venue it is to me. Everybody wants to get a sound check. Sometimes it depends on the type of venue it is, and it also depends on the professionalism of the sound company. See, nowadays you got sound companies that everybody can get a sound check, and he can save all your stuff on a jump drive. When you get back, you just slide that drive in there, and everything goes back. But some sound companies don't have that, So you can come and get a sound check, and by the time you get back that night, everything done changed because he didn't set the sound for you, but then he comes back and set the sound for somebody else. And it's not the same. But sound checks are very important. When you're doing the field parties, when you're doing the field shows, and to me, really on track shows, I don't understand the sound checking part. Because it's just the mic and the music, but you got to have quality sound anyway. If you got quality sound, you can make it work. But sound checks are important. If you got a full band and everything, and especially if it's a solo artist, like you got a show doing an inside show, and you just got Omar Cunningham. Yeah, he needs to come in and get a sound check, get everything straight. But when you got 4 or 5 people, it's kind of hard to maintain that.
So let me ask you are you hired specifically for certain artists to be stage manager? Are you hired for certain artists to be their stage manager?
No, not necessarily artists. I get hired. I get hired by promoters.
Promoters, okay.
Yeah.
So you travel from certain promoters and they hire you as their stage manager.
Right, I have.
Okay, good deal.
But sometimes it ties in with the guy that I work with that owns the sound, that owns the sound equipment. We book the shows. We put.
So I need to hire you as my stage manager, then, huh?
Man, I come down there in a heartbeat.
You come in a heartbeat? Would you do a pro bono for free?
No. If I was an artist, I would. If I was an artist, I would.
You would come for free, man?
If I was an artist, I would. but at the same time, I might. Just you never know.
Yeah, you might. Okay, but that's cool. So,
but if I was your stage manager, would you give me a stage?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. What you mean by that? Hold on. What you mean by that? When I give you the stage?
When I say give me the stage, will you give me the stage? What goes on in the stage? Let me handle it because that's what you hired me for.
Oh yeah.
I don't like. See, some promoters, they'll tell you that, and then when the show starts, an artist will come in and say something, and I'll say something against it, and then they go tell the promoter, and then the promoter comes back telling me, "No, let him do." No, when the artist comes to you, you can say, "Man, that's the stage manager. What he say?"
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna mess with his money. I can't pay him now. So when he started about payment, I'm gonna send him with you. But so far as the stage, that's a different thing. Because that artist is working just like I'm working.
Yeah. Because see, what I do a lot of times, I'm my own stage manager. So I go up because I got my own timeline. And I tell the artist what time, and I tell them how much long. But I'm monitoring it. I'm watching, even though I'm going around doing other stuff. But I'm watching it to see how long they be on. You know what I'm saying? And then when they get to that 1 minute song, I tell them, you got one more song. That's it. After that, you out here. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I let my MC, kind of working with my MC.
Right.
Yeah. As I get bigger, I probably need a stage manager though.
Yeah. See, what I do, I give them 5 minutes. I give them 5 minutes. 5
minutes
minutes
do
out,
what?
I'm holding up 5 fingers.
Oh
So
yeah.
in 5 minutes, that means that you can either finish the song you're doing, you can do a duet, but you need to be wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to
But
be wrapping it
what
up.
they decided on? What they decided they want to come on DJ and play another song or go a cappella. Then what do you do? What do you do?
Why would they do that?
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's happened. Some people try to go over their time, and you know, they just go.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I try to be honest. If the crowd is with them,
Yeah,
I'll give you another 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm not gonna let you stay up there another 5 minutes. If I told you
yeah,
you got 5 minutes, but if you got the crowd, I mean, I don't want everybody booing me. I ain't trying to be the bad guy, but at the same
yeah,
time, but it's like this. If I allow you three or 4 more minutes, then I got to
yeah.
cut somebody else's time. So it's not fair to them.
Gotcha.
So, but you know, if you got the crowd and you got Calvin or somebody up there, you got Tucker or somebody up there, that's what they want to do, man. I mean, hey, I mean,
Yeah, those are headliners.
but at the same time, yeah, they're the headline. If they last, I really don't care because a lot of times when you last, once you get on, I'm pretty much getting ready to go. You know, you still there all night if you want to, you know.
Yeah,
But because I met the quota, that was the idea is to get the headliner on time, and as long as everybody respect that. But
yeah,
basically, just try to get along with everybody.
yeah.
And normally when you treat everybody right and you're respectful and they're respectful, everything works out good.
Okay, but what takes place prior to that? Do you have a meeting? You let them know, hey, look, this is your time.
Normally this is how it works.
Uh-huh.
If you have me a stage manager, then I want everybody that's on the show, and I want the artist and I want their manager or whatever, and those are the people I call before the show.
Yeah.
And sometimes, man, well, on a production like the Jackson Music Awards, man, I talk to people 2 and 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, and you get all this stuff down because see the way the Music Awards is a little different than just a regular show. Because the Music Awards you only have 6 minutes. We allow you 6 minutes max. You can do whatever you want to do in 6 minutes. You can do your one song, you can do a medley, you can talk, you can do it, but in 6 minutes you got to be off. And we really try to cut it to 4 to 5, but I usually say 6 is.
Well, every artist?
Yeah. Because
Bad Girl was up there about 20 minutes with that the last one I went to.
No, she wasn't up there that long. She ain't got that long.
She's up there longer than 6 minutes.
Nah. She might be up there when they got the awards and stuff. You know, but she going up there performing that long. Because normally that's the max. Is we give you 6 minutes. And but the music was a little different anyway.
Yeah.
But normally on the show I would call the artist, you know, and I would tell them, you know, hey, you know, this is your time. And it's going to be a 45-minute set or whatever. And man, normally they work out with you. And some of the artists that I work with that I've been working with so long, you don't even have to do that, man. See, we did so long to, man, we just get artists come to the show that need want a sound check. They'll come in, they'll peek the stage, they see me, they see Johnny, they be like, man, we don't need no sound check. Y'all got us, you know. Yeah. And any adjustments we'll make during the show, we want nobody know, you know. Yeah. Nobody know. Okay. And just make it happen.
So you mentioned JMA. Let's talk about JMA. How'd you? I mean, I'm telling you, I enjoyed every second of JMA. It was so professional, man. With Mr. Thompson down there and Mr. King, I enjoyed every moment of it, man. So how'd you get linked up with them guys to be the stage managers for that? Because I know they've been in running for 49 years now, right?
Yeah, man. And I've been doing it so long. I ain't been doing the 49, but I've been doing so long I can't even remember. But all right, this is how that happened. They hired us as a sound company like everybody else. We were the hottest sound company around here. So we started working with the JMA. A good friend of mine named David Brian Williams, he's deceased now, rest in peace. He was production manager. So when we worked, he kind of liked the way that I ran things. So a lot of things he didn't even question. He just let me do what I do. After David passed, another guy named Mike Robinson took over. And so Mike Robb did it. And so when Mike Robb became an artist. So when he went on with his solo career, he kind of, you know, he was like, man, you can do this, da da da. And so I just fell into that role. And that's pretty much how that happened. Yeah, man. Jesse and Lee are some great guys, man. Great guys, man. And they're real professional, and they really work hard on that musical work.
How long you been on there with them? You know how long?
Man, I can't even remember. That's what I'm saying. It's been so long.
It's been over 20 years.
Oh yes, sir. Yes,
really?
Sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. It's been over 20 years.
Wow. So let me ask you this question. So how do you feel about award shows?
I think award shows are good. I don't like the way, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but I don't like the way that it's so many different award shows now.
Yeah.
They're not letting. I mean, everybody doing award show, you know, and I think that's too much. But I think award shows are good, and it's the award shows like the Jackson Music Awards is really good because of the networking, and people don't understand that networking takes you a long way. Yeah. Now you came this year. We had a kind of mediocre crowd. The crowd wasn't there like we thought, but in the past years, and at the other venue before we moved to this venue, the hotel we used to do it, they closed. But before we moved there, man, the music awards, man, just the networking alone. Because man, you have entertainment attorneys, you have artists, you have musicians, you have podcast members, you have stage managers, you have all these different people there, and you could buy a table and sell your product, and you know, and then you get to see all these up and coming artists and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's a good networking tool. And I encourage all musicians to join. You ain't got to join the Jackson Music Awards. I wish you would, but you know, I just encourage everybody to get involved in some kind of unity. Yeah, because that's kind of you and I kind of talked about like a little coalition with these guys or something. Yeah, man. I mean, because it's so much independency and
arrogance. Yeah, don't leave out arrogance. Yeah, you don't leave out arrogance. There's a lot of independence and arrogance. You know, people they'll cut their nose off to spite their face. You know, right. Some of them at this point they figure they don't need nobody. They don't need radio. They don't need. Some of them think they don't even need fans. Right. You know, because they're so high on their horse right now. Some of them think they don't need nobody. They think that everything they do is on their own, but it's not. You know, it's the fans. That's true. It's the fans that drive this genre of music. It's the fans. If you don't have any fans, you just an artist.
That's right.
That's right. So I encourage everybody to go check out JMA. I like their process. You know, now everybody's saying, well, they're not fair and blah blah blah. You know, well, that is their program. But I can tell you this: I know it's not based off of Facebook likes. I know it's not based off friendship. You know, from what I've seen. From what I've seen. Right. Then again, it might be, but I know they're not going to put. I know they're not going to take an award from someone who earns it. You know, who really done something to earn it because they don't like them. I know that. Right. I know I got that much respect for Mr. Thompson, Mr. King to know that it's not personal like that. That if you won an award, you're in the category you want it, and all of a sudden they don't like you for some reason. I know they're not going to take your award and give it to somebody who didn't earn it.
Give nobody else. But what people need to understand is this: when you say they're not fair, they're not all this. The award show is for the artists. It's not for them. So exactly. Maybe if some of those artists would get involved with the music awards and understand, everybody can't win, man. I mean, it's just like a football team. Everybody can't win championship. Yeah, you know, but you got to get involved in it. You know what I'm saying? And they had a spotlight recording. They honored the new and upcoming artists and all this kind of stuff, man. So you know, I mean, I support everybody. Yeah, I support everybody. And before you even ask me this, I'm gonna tell you, no, everybody can't sing. But everybody can't sing in gospel. Everybody can sing in country. Everybody can't sing. It ain't about if you can sing. It's about if the people like who you say run this thing, the fans. So if the people like what you're doing, that's where your success comes.
You know what? My wife tell me all the time. She said, "Well, don't really say that. You know, don't really say people can't sing and stuff because they do have fans." Okay, I said, you know what? I'll tone down a little bit, but I like what I like. And I book what I like. So if I don't like your music, I'm not. If I don't like it on the radio, I'm not playing it. That's just
but that's your right because that's the American way.
Yeah, I'm not playing it
because you spending your money.
Yeah, because some of this stuff is not suitable for radio. Some of this stuff is not suitable for Facebook. It's just not. You know. And then I tell them, you know, when they ask you your honest opinion, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. You know, some of the stuff they see me, I said, no, send me something else. You know, I just can't see me buying a car I don't like or buying something I just don't like. You know, I don't like it. So, but then I asked the fans, and overwhelmingly the fans say, "Hey man, no, you know, you can't force nothing on nobody. Just because you want to be something, you can't force me to like you because you all of a sudden want to be an artist and you expect people to like you. You expect to be on King George and all the rest of them level overnight."
Right. Well, I tell you what I do on Soul Music Sessions, man. I support everybody. So if you send me something, I put it out there, and I tell you, I can't make nothing happen for you. I can put it out there, but the people don't like it. Yeah, you know, and that's just the way it is. You know, I believe in helping artists, man. I make little snippets of people who send me new music. They can't afford a video. I do a little picture slide for them and all that kind of stuff, just to help promote their music.
Yeah.
But yeah. If it doesn't sound good, don't get mad with me. I put it on there. It don't. I mean,
yeah, and that's all right, because like I tell them all the time, when I play sports, everybody didn't make the team. You know,
right.
Everybody just didn't make the team. You know, you had to be better than this person. Or if the coach got all his good players, you know, he gonna have some other people on there. You know, they were okay, but not horrible. They were not horrible. They was good enough to make the team. But there's other people that he said, hey, no, come out next year. You know, hey, you need to get faster. You need to get stronger. Come out next year. And you know what they did? They came back next year. They didn't get mad and say, well, that's why y'all gonna lose anyway, because y'all ain't got anything. Because he know they suck. He know they suck. He know they couldn't do nothing. You know, just like a lot of these people here can't even pack a phone booth, but want to sit up here and give you a price of $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000, knowing if I gave them 50 tickets to sell at $30 a ticket, they will not sell them. They will not sell 50 tickets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing they do that I don't like, and we were referring to artists and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta wait your time.
Yeah.
It might not be your time. Yeah. And I've told a lot of artists that went on to become mainstream artists in this Southern Soul thing. You know, they said, man, they ain't supporting you. They ain't doing it. I said, man, hey, it ain't your time.
Yeah.
You know, just luckily, and people don't believe this, just luckily for King George, it was just his time. All the doors open when he. But that don't happen for everybody.
Yeah.
It was Michael Jordan's time. It don't happen for everybody.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
And you have to understand,
yeah.
right? You have to understand your time. Yeah. You have to understand your time, and you got to understand your lane. Mm-hmm. Just like you were saying, you play sports where, hey, everybody didn't make the team, but some of the guys made the team. The coach depends on them for certain things. Yeah. If he needs a defensive player, he said, all right, you get in. Yeah. You know? See, you have to understand those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my coach never picked nobody who couldn't dribble basketball. It's basketball. So if you can't dribble, no, sir, this ain't for you. Go play baseball or golf or kickball somewhere. You know, you can't force feed somebody something, man, that you think they should like. So let's talk about.
Let me say one thing, man. While we talk about sports. All right, we were talking about how I got into music.
Yeah.
When I was in the, I guess the 7th grade, I went out for football, right? So we were doing the scrimmage, and the man told me, he said, all you gotta do is go up the middle. The blocker's gonna open the hole for you. Just follow the lane. You just, keep it. So man, I got away. I was gone, man. I thought I was gonna score a touchdown. Man, this guy came and hit me from the blind side. He hit me so hard. And when I got up, all I saw was the door to the band hall open. And so they thought I was going to the huddle. And the coach was like, where you going, Simmons? Where you going? So I'm going to get in the band. I'm going to get in the band right now. And I've been in the band ever since.
So he hit you so hard he made you join the band, huh?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've gotten the band from that point.
So right in there, you knew that football wasn't your sport, huh?
Exactly. I didn't like they getting hit. And I played a little basketball. The football, they had that crap, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, man. As a stage manager and being around music for over 50 plus years, about 40 something.
Right.
Band or track show? Your preference?
Band or track show? I prefer a band.
Okay.
But it sometimes you do have. Sometimes tracks work good.
Uh-huh.
But I prefer a band. It just depends on the venue that you're trying to put on, man. Like for instance, like the music awards. I mean, we have both bands and tracks, but it works better with tracks, because of the way the venue is set up. Mm-hmm. But I prefer a band. But now, if you don't get me wrong, now if you can sing, if you D.D. Simon or you can go out there with tracks. You can go out there without. You can go out there without the tracks. You can go out there acapella. Mm-hmm. If you can sing, you can sing. Mm-hmm. But I prefer to have a band. It just gives you a better feel. So like when I was coming up, nobody did tracks. You came out there with tracks. Them folks with no cans up there. We had a guy. I don't know if you know this guy. This guy named Lee Nichols. Lee Fields. Mm-hmm. Lee Fields. He was like a James Brown kind of guy. So when he first came out, he didn't really have tracks. He had what they call a DAT, and it was like a little cassette. Excuse me. And he would put that DAT in. So when he first came out, people was into him because he was James Brown, looked like James Brown, danced like James Brown, sounded like they was all into him. But after they saw him a couple of times, they said, "Hey man, I'm tired of that man ain't singing. Man, I tell you the truth, man. These people throwing cans and stuff on the stage to me."
Wow.
That's how it was back then. They want to see some drums, some guitars, and some singing, and
So let me ask you the question, man. Who do you got in your playlist right now in Southern Soul? Who do you listen to? You have any favorites?
Oh man. Oh yeah, I got some favorites, but it's probably everybody that
Whole
you.
bunch of them, huh?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them in my
Yeah.
playlist.
Okay.
I got some favorites.
Yeah. Who your favorites?
Oh man, of course Willie, man.
Yeah.
Willie Clayton, that's the king. I like Calvin, Omar, Tucker, Karen Wolf, Stephanie Luckett, Mr. Sam, OBB. I like them all, man.
You like them all?
I like them all, man. Jason Nate, J1.
So you like everybody in Southern Soul? Do you have any? You ain't got to name them, but do you dislike some of the people in Southern Soul? You like music?
I ain't gonna say I dislike them. Some of them I don't agree with some of the music.
Yeah.
But I like pretty much everybody.
Okay. Well, I don't like everybody.
Yeah.
No,
I pretty much like everybody.
No. Well, that's a political answer right there. But I don't like all the music.
Yeah. But like you always say, that's your right. That's my right.
That's right.
But yeah, I do.
Now Daryl Samuel, you're not gonna sit on off the record and tell me you like every song in Southern Soul.
Like I say, I ain't gonna say I like every song. I didn't say I like everybody. I like everybody. I don't agree with some of the songs,
Gotcha.
But I hear some songs sometime, man, and I be like,
Yeah.
But if it works, man,
yeah,
that's just me. If it works, it works.
So let me ask you about vocals. Are vocals important to you as a fan? Because I'm talking about as a fan, not as a stage, but as a fan. Are vocals important to you?
Pretty much. But again, it depends on the deliverance of what they're doing, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, I'm listening.
And people gonna sure hate this, but when you say vocals, man,
yeah,
like back in the day, it was some guys that I didn't really think could sing, but they were humongous stars.
Yeah.
Bobby Bland, I didn't really even do too much for me. Bobby Rush. Bobby Rush is not a singer, he's a show band.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. I loved it there. But I mean, when you talking about vocalists, but you got some that can carry their own. You got some of them tell you they're not vocalists.
Yeah.
I like some of King Fred's stuff. He'll tell you in a minute he's not a vocalist. So if it works, but now I am a vocal man. I do love some good vocals, man. There's a bunch of these guys out here that can burn it up, tear it up.
Yeah.
And I like good storytelling, and I like good writers.
Okay.
So some songs are not written real. Some songs they don't put enough energy into writing them. These guys don't master their stuff. They don't take the craft seriously like they should. And that kind of stuff I do disagree with. But I pretty much like everybody. And if it works for everybody and the fans like it, I ain't gotta buy it.
Yeah. Exactly. So let me ask you about soul music sessions now.
Okay.
Now I've been watching soul music sessions for a while. So what is that all about? Soul music session. Explain that to the audience. What soul
music session got started because, first of all, it got started because when I was doing my sound shows and stuff, I started recording with my phone, and I would just come home and look at it. And one day I was like, man, what am I gonna do with all this? I had so much, man. I got so much footage, man. You just don't believe. And I was like, what am I gonna do with this? So I started the soul music session thing with Facebook, and I started putting it on there. And then the artists started liking it. And people started telling me, man, that's a good thing you're doing and all this. And I was just doing it as a hobby, as some pastime.
How long you been doing it?
I started soul music sessions in 2007, something like that.
2007?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Oh, wow, that's a long way. That's a long time.
Wait. Was 2007? I have to look back at my page. It was.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
See, before it was. I started out with it called Music Face Productions.
Okay.
And then I changed it to Southern Soul Sessions, and then somebody didn't like that, so I changed the Soul Music Sessions.
Okay.
And man, people just started liking it, man. And then I started creating stuff like You Never Know Who's on Daryl's Stage and all this. And I got artists to start plugging that for me. And it used to trip me out because artists would come up to me and say, hey, man, I want to do that thing. I don't know, that on my stage thing you do. And it just grew from there. So, and I got almost any artist you name probably has done on my stage for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you ask them for drops and stuff, or do they
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do ask. Well, sometimes they ask me. But a lot of times I do ask. I say, hey, man, will you do this little drop for me? And they'll be like, what? And I do it I like to do it spontaneously.
Yeah.
It's like when I got Tucker and OB, we were like in Greenwood or something, and OB did it, and I didn't really know Tucker, and I was like, man, you think Tucker do this? And he's like, yeah, man, come on. So we went in the dressing room and bam, man, they laughed, they did, because I do bloopers. So when you mess up, I said, don't worry about it. I do bloopers. Usually on April Fool's Day, I do a whole bloopers thing on Soul Music Station, and you be all kind of funny stuff, And so, yeah, that's how they go, man. And I'm really appreciative of them to want to do that stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean it's marketing. It's marketing.
Yeah, you're right.
I think they should because
and it's free, and it's free marketing.
Yeah, marketing helps. But you got some. But you got some. Now, have you had some that you asked for a clip and they said no? I didn't have time.
I ain't gonna say they have time, but I'd have asked some of them. They'll do it later, and that means no.
Do it later.
No, that means, see, when you tell me you're gonna do it later, that means no to me, because when I'm doing spontaneously, like on a show, we need to do it right then, because later you're gonna have your fans around you.
But did they do it later?
No, because I don't even go back to them. If you tell me later, I don't even bother, unless you come back to me later and say, hey man, you ready? And I have had that happen. But if you tell me no when I ask you, I don't normally ask you again.
Yeah, because you know what? I've experienced that too. I tell very few though. I say, hey, send a drop to the radio station. Hey, this is so and so. You listen to KVB on 104.7. Southern Soul station that plays. We play 98% Southern Soul and 2% Zydeco.
Right.
So this is your station. So I don't know many stations that play Southern Soul 24/7, 7 days a week.
Right.
I know some stations play on the weekend for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, but they kind of put it in with R&B and hip hop and all this other stuff. But we play strictly Southern Soul and Zydeco.
Right.
So I have when I called Calvin Richardson, he gave me a drop. When I called him, they gave me drops. King George, I called him on the spot. He said, what I need to say, because they understand the value of promoting, but some people don't. Some people don't, understand that because they already too high on their damn horse. They figure they don't have to do nothing else but just make it. Which I tell them, all publicity is good.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. It can be good or bad.
Right. Right.
So that's why I have a problem with that. Is that when I asked the Joker to send a drop to the radio station, this is their radio station. It's their radio station. You know what I'm saying? So I have a problem with that. And if they're not doing the soul music station right there on the spot, you're not doing nothing else. Hey, this is
right.
So I'm rocking right here with soul music session. 5 seconds.
Right. 5 seconds. That's it.
Yeah. So do you interact with the fans?
Oh, me?
Yeah. Who else am I talking to?
Yeah. Yeah, in a sense. On through my Facebook and stuff.
You don't have no fans. You do have fans, don't you?
I guess that's what they call themselves. I don't know. I don't consider. I don't know, man. I do get. Look, I tell you, I guess so, because I do go places. And I do get people, and they say, "Hey, man, you that guy." So me, so man, I know you. Where I know you from, but I do shows, and people be coming up speaking to me and stuff like that.
Those are fans,
and want to take pictures. Yeah, they're fans.
Those are fans.
But when you say interact with them,
I'm saying like, hey, they're like, hey, I want to see so and so give you a shout out on so and so, or can a fan go in and give you a shout out to soul music session? Can fans do it?
Oh yeah, man. I love it. I get that. I get that a lot too. But when you say fans interacting, like when I'm on a show, a lot of times I don't interact with fans because I have to keep it straight.
Okay.
See, they get mad with me because I take drinks off the front of the stage.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. I ask you to move your drink, you don't move it. I just come take it, throw it in the garbage. That's why I have a security guard up there.
Okay.
But you ask first because that kind of stuff. I mean, they can knock a drink over, get in the monitors, get into the wiring, something to burn up.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
People. That's why I say you have to have some kind of order.
Yeah, you gotta have good order and discipline. Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. So when you're on stage and that music get to jumping and stuff, do you be twerking up there? Have you ever twerked?
Man, I be turning out. No. No, man. Actually, when the music when the music get good like that, a lot of times, you know what I do? I go sit down, man. Because if things are going good and everybody happy like that, that means my job is under control. So I go sit down.
So you don't put that arch in the back and lip your rump. You don't do that?
No, man. I stand up there like K9. I stand up there like K9. I'll be looking for something to jump off.
Oh yeah, okay, now non-dance mind. So let me ask you a question, man. As a stage manager, what advice would you give these artists who don't have any stage presence? What advice would you give them?
To get some stage presence.
To get some, huh?
Yeah, to get some stage presence.
I mean, how to hold the mic, how to,
Yeah. A lot of times I do tell people little gems that I don't that I actually picked up from some of the older professional guys. How to hold your mic, when to use a mic stand and when not to use the mic stand. Work the stage. Don't stay in one space. You know, you got fans over here. You got fans over here. Talk to the people in the back. You know, all this kind of stuff. And the most important thing is if you're an artist and you got a band, you control that band. You control everything up there. So when the band is too loud, don't be telling me the band's too loud. Tell the band to turn down. You know, and your good seasoned artists know how to do that. You know, they know how to make that band break down and all this kind of stuff. I hate when I see a band and they say, "All right, break it down," and the band and the drummer just hit the drum, pop, and then they don't no kind of breakdown or nothing, you know. And then the artist just goes on like nothing happened. See, you know, you got to learn that's kind of stuff that they need to learn. And a lot of them just need to study the craft and start studying some of the older seasoned musicians instead of hating on them. You know, oh man, you can't do nothing with that man washed up. You know, no, I mean, you need to go back and learn from that guy. You know, and they out here, man. They out here.
Yeah, because Willie Clayton, you know, I call him the Godfather.
Oh yeah.
Willie Clayton, I talked to him on the phone a couple of times, man. Willie Clayton is the man. That's the man right there.
Oh, that's the man.
Knowledge and stuff, you know. Plus, you know, he's coming out with different music. Have you heard his? Heard his different music? You heard?
Man, I hear everything, man. Me and Willie, good friend of mine, man. We and Willie talk, and
yeah,
man, I admire Willie. One thing and I've told him this, so I'm gonna say this publicly. People always talk about Willie arrogant, Willie this, Willie that. You know, the best thing I like about that is I've been knowing Willie ever since 3 People back, like I guess what? I forgot when 3 People died, but anyway, 2009 something, whatever. But as long as I've known him, he's never changed. He's always been the same. And so when you get people that's like that, man, you can't do nothing but respect them. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to some of these people that I knew that was one way and now they're another way. Yeah, Willie has never changed. He's always been the same. Anybody know him will tell you that.
So what they tell you about me prior to you even meet me? I heard about Kevin Young. What they tell you about me?
Oh man, actually nobody told me anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody told me anything. I started watching you live, and I just tell the type of person you was from me. Just you know, I'm a people person, so I can just tell. I mean, I can just tell. You know,
some people don't like boundaries and structure. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't like that's the culture I come from. I have boundaries and structure.
Right.
And I give you an honest assessment. If you ask me something, and the first thing I say is, Ken, what's your opinion? I say, okay, if my opinion is going to not allow us to be friends, then don't ask me.
Right.
I'm gonna give you the unadulterated opinion, my opinion, because it's subjective to me. A lot of folks on the Southern Soul, they don't want that. They want appeasement.
Right.
They want appeasement. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I like you because 2 people.
Yeah.
My daddy and my wife, because they just like that.
Yeah. they straight and stalwart, huh?
My dad was he was in the Navy. So he and my wife, they straight shoes, Jake. They straight shoes. If it hurt your feelings, shit, you need. Oh, excuse me. If it hurt your feelings, you need to eat. You know, that's just the way that they are. And and I sense that you're the same way.
Oh yeah, because I don't care about not. I care about my grandson. He's 4. I care about my grandchildren. They're sensitive. They're children. But grown folks, I don't care nothing about your feelings.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to be disrespectful. But if you call me because we talk on the phone all the time. You say, hey, when you gonna put me on the show? I say I'm not. And then you mad. And okay, well, you was leaning toward your opportunistic proclivities. That's what you was leaning toward. You weren't leaning toward a friendship with me. You was trying to use that as an opportunity, to get me to do something for you. It wasn't genuine. So it's a lot of them that I talk to on the phone that I wouldn't put them on the show. I mean, I just don't. I mean, I don't like your music. You know,
right?
It's not for me. It's not for me to pay for.
Right.
Not for me to pay for. Now, if you want to come do, but some of them I won't even let come do free because they don't understand, Daryl Simmons, that promoters have a brand. Promoters have a brand. You know, K Young Production is a brand. So if I bring some people here and take these people money in my community, and these people can't sing. You know what they're gonna say? I gotta live here. I gotta see them in
Yeah,
Walmart.
right.
I gotta see them at the gas station, all kind of stuff. And they're gonna talk trash to me the whole time. They don't understand that promoters have a brand, especially the ones who do, because I only do shows in my area. I don't travel and go all these other places. I try to stay local. That's the part they don't understand. I have a brand. So when I take somebody's money, I want to give them the best entertainer that's gonna come. I'm not gonna give them nobody who can't sing. I'm not gonna do that. No, because you're not gonna talk about K Young production. That's not gonna work. What K9? K9 tell me when I'm gonna put him on the show. The Gong Show. You come on anytime you want to, K9, the Gong Show. But
K9 is a good guy, man.
Oh yeah.
I met him, man. He's a really cool guy, man. Let me ask you something. I know I ain't should be asking you, but
you good.
As a promoter, how do you feel when somebody comes in your area promoting something?
Well, two things. When you talking about an artist who have told some promoter to bring to my area, you talking about a promoter who decides to come to my area. So
a promoter that comes to your area.
Here's the deal. With Southern Soul is non-voluminous. It's not that big, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have a lot of genuine promoters out here. You have party throwers. They're not promoters. Right. They're party throwers. So when they come to my city and try to put on a show, right? The first my phone is ringing from my supporters in the area. Hey, Kevin, is that your show? I said no. They said we're not going to go. I said no, I'll go to the show. They said no, we don't know this promoter who we're giving our money to. We know Kevin. We know if there's an issue, if it's canceled or something, we know Kevin's phone number. We know where Kevin live at.
Right.
So that don't bother me. What bothers me is that some of these artists who are so damn arrogant, who will go and get a non-Southern Soul promoter to come here and bring him here to my city because I won't bring him, and you got 10 people show up or 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what bothers me. And I go right to the show and I tell them, I say, okay, so also you want to just come to my city because you want to go around K Young, which I told you, have patience. I want to put you on the bigger stage, have patience. But no, you can't wait because they don't understand. I've been here since 91. This is a military community. I have a lot of friends here from the military. Mm-hmm. I said, just wait your time. Now, when they want to come, I don't support them at all. I don't support them. I go there and I tell them the 10 or 15 people there, they mad because they on stage because you only got 10 or 15 people out in the audience. You think you all that? I don't feel sorry for them at all. I really don't. I go there and tell them, don't come back to my city. Don't come back here because nobody know you. I am a Southern Soul promoter. I'm at the radio station. I'm the general manager of the radio station. Give me time to work you up. When you talking about timing, they can't skip. You're not King George. You can't skip. King George can skip. They can't skip. Sir Charles skipped. You know, they skipped. They was just that good to skip. A lot of them can't do that. So I have a problem with that. I have a problem with other promoters going in other people's areas. You know, not now. Now, when you talking about like Julius and all them, those are super promoters. They ain't going into their area. Right. Julius, I mean, they've been doing this for 40, 50 years. Right. But for these party throwers who think they can come in somebody's area because I make it look seamless. You know, I make it look real easy because I have my military family here. You know, come out and help. So that's the only time I have a problem with it is when the artist suggests another promoter bring them here. When the artists do, because I won't bring them. Right. I have a problem with that.
Do you put a guideline on them, like when you're doing a show that they can't have a show 100-mile radius from where you doing? Yeah. That's a must.
That's a must, man. I mean, now if it's a small show, like I do a little small show, you know, $10, $15, $20 show, you know, to help somebody out, whatever, that's fine. But if I got a major show when you talking about $30, $40, $50,000, you know, hell yeah, I don't want you coming in within the 100-mile radius, you know, within 60 days of my show. You know, yeah. But some artists don't care. You know, some artists don't care. They'll do it anyway. You know, You know, but see, I don't do enough shows. You know, I try to do maybe 5 to 10 shows a year.
Right.
Maybe 5 to 10 shows a year to try to bring entertainment to the area. That's what I try to do, and try to get the best for my money, where I can charge a reasonable price, you know, for my community. I don't want to charge nobody $150, you know, for tickets. You know, I don't right. So that's why I try to negotiate with some of these artists as far as their prices. I try to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. And some of them you can't negotiate with, and some of them can't pack a 1-car garage or a phone booth, but then they want all this damn money and can't even sell 5 tickets. You know, they get mad. I tell the fans, I said they want so and so. I said no, he costs too much, and then he, you know, Nobody's coming to see him or her. Nobody's coming to see him.
Right.
So for the price they ask, I can get 3 artists.
Right.
Yeah.
And they be sitting at home.
Yeah, but then again too, Daryl, what they do is they'll say, well, you paying so and so this. Well, okay, well, in any job you at, do people at your job worry about how much the company pay you?
Right. It's actually against company policy for them to even know.
But in Southern Soul, they sure be worried about be worried about what somebody else getting paid over here.
Right.
They sure do. They sure do. I mean that's crazy. They sure be worried about what somebody else getting paid, but you're not on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say how much Tucker get paid, or King George get paid, or Calvin Richardson, or Sir Charles, or them guys. That shouldn't even be in your vocabulary if you can't pack a phone booth. You shouldn't worry about what they get paid or one car garage. Now, if you can bring 400-500 people consistently, then you can talk about anything over $5,000 to me is headliner.
Right.
To me,
I think the rated price is now. I don't agree with you on that one. These guys $5,000. but I do believe in this. Sometimes, and I'm not mad with any artists or anything, but sometimes I think they charge them too much. I think if you give somebody 25,000 or something like that one artist, because he can pack seats, I think if you take that money and split it up with some of these other artists, they'll bring just as many people as that person will bring. Yeah. But I'm not mad with them because they can get it. They can get it. If somebody gives it to them, if they give it to me, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
I would agree. But at the same time, I think if you get that kind of money, you need to make sure you do your money's worth for the show. You don't need to come up there and run through there like the rap boys do and do a quick show and be gone. You need to.
I would agree. I'm not against nobody making money, but as a promoter, I want to make money too. I want to make money too. And a lot of folks don't know how to negotiate. They don't know how to negotiate. So you mean tell me, look, I'm gonna tell you this right here. I know artists who wanted $6,500 and the promoter offered them $6,000, and they said no.
Wow.
They turned down $6,000 because they wanted the extra $500. This is being greedy. Cupidity. That's greed. That's
greed. Right. That's greed.
$6,000 for 30 minutes on the stage.
Right. Okay. Where you gonna get that at?
What doctors? You name me a doctor that get that, or a lawyer, or a nurse. That type of money, man, help. And them NFL players getting that. Right. So you turn down $6,000 because you want $6,500. Man, get out of here. Right. And then you call back. You call back 2 weeks later. Oh man, that ship is sailed. That's gone. Right. That's gone. You should have took that $6,000. It's crazy, man. But
that is crazy.
Yeah, man. But look, I ain't gonna hold you up now. What advice would you give to anyone who wants to be a stage manager in Southern Soul?
Anybody want to be a stage manager?
A stage manager.
You better have some patience and some balls. That's what you gotta have. You gotta have some patience and some balls. But really, you really gotta understand the business and know the business. People take advantage of you. You know, and that's what happens a lot of times. These people, they like and I'm not knocking you. You say you let your MC kind of help you out, but sometimes when you get people don't know what they're doing, they kind of hurt you. Because a real stage manager gonna know the business, and I feel like I'm just important to the show is the main artist. Because it's my job to make sure the main artist goes on. I don't know if you ever did a show where you had like the year we did Babyface down here in Jackson. Man, if he got to be on stage at 8 o'clock, he got to be on stage at 8 o'clock.
That's right.
That means if you got to cut somebody, you got to do it because he got a contract, and he got to be there. He got to be there. And man, it was so professional. I mean, actually, those kind of people, my job is easy because them people do everything and they're gonna do it right. And I mean, you don't have to worry about it. So
let me say this right here. KD Dawson said you can't pay anyone or give anyone a chance if everyone paying or recycling the same 5 to 6 artists. Okay, I went to a Chicago Bull game when Michael Jordan was playing. When Michael Jordan was sick, he wasn't playing. I wanted my money back. I want to see Michael Jordan. I didn't want to see nobody else. I didn't want to see Scottie Pippen. I didn't want to see nobody else. So that's people make those statements in Southern Soul. Nobody wants to see these people that don't nobody know. They want to see Tucker, Calvin Richardson. They want to see these guys on shows. That's just the bottom line. Now, everybody else is a filler.
Right.
Everybody else is a filler. Look at the Blues All Right tour. He ain't giving nobody no chance over there. He putting people on the show that people want to see.
Right. But now at the same time, but at the same time now, I think sometimes they can't split those guys up though.
Well, I'm just
instead
saying,
of putting everybody on the same show.
Majority of the lineup should be them A-list artists. Period. They're not coming to see these people that don't nobody know. They're not coming to see them. That's just bottom line.
Right, but I agree with you. But like, say you do 5 shows a year, so all 5 of your shows you shouldn't pack it with the same artist.
No, I might put I might put a Tuck on there. And then I might put Tuck and somebody else with three medium known artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to put 5 on there.
Right.
I'm not gonna do a show without a Tucker, a Vail Hollywood, LG Echoes, Jeter.
Right.
I'm not gonna do the show without that.
I agree with that, but
I know what the fans want. And then for these novice artists who don't nobody know, you want to get somebody to price $2,000. You might well go outside and throw your money up in there. Nobody's coming to see you anyway. Right. So my thing, the premise should be for you to get on the show, talk to the promoter, get on there, and then, you make your balls with that promoter then, so you don't call no promoter, don't nobody know you and say, well, my price is $1,500. Who giving you $1,500 when nobody don't know you can't pack a phone booth? Right.
But, man, look.
But if you can get on the show with an LJ Echoes, a Vail Hollywood, or these guys, and you can fill in and say, hey, at a reasonable price, that promoter is allowing you to get on stage to get. I've seen it. Like when Karen Wolf and all of them come here, they bring their merchandise. These people they sell out. Once D.D. Simon just came in, very few people knew D.D. Simon in Central Texas. She hit that stage. She sold all her merchandise because her product sold.
Right.
So people say, hey, Kevin, when you going to bring her back? D.D. Simon has never called us, hey, Kevin, this is my price. I've called her, D.D., you available? She says, yeah. She said, we'll figure out the money. I want to get on that stage.
She on stage. That's D.D., man.
For herself.
Right.
A lot of these novice people who just showed up, my price is $2,000, $2,500, $1,500. I know I'm not giving you that. K Young not giving you this. You can forget it. Don't even ask me that. Let's talk about a promo. Let's talk about a room. Let's talk about some gas money, stuff like that. To get on my stage, because that's my stage. I can put you in front of people, and you can make your bones. So I hate when people say the same 5 and 10, 15 people. You tell me anybody go to a Lakers game and LeBron and what's his name ain't there, they don't want to be there. They don't want to watch the rest of them people. When Michael Jordan people ain't there, they don't want to watch the rest of them people. Right. I wanted my money back. When I went to Michael Jordan, he wasn't there. I was like, shit, I need a refund. I don't want to see nobody else. Until somebody is better than Michael Jordan comes along. So now I want to see them. So
did they give you a refund?
Hell no, they didn't give me no refund. But I sit there moping. I'm like, man, I came to see Michael Jordan. If I go to a show and King George on there or Calvin Richardson or Tucker, I'm talking about before I became a promoter. If I go on the show, they said they ain't showing up, I'll be mad as hell. I'm like, I ain't come to see all these other people. I come to see them.
Right. But I agree. I'm just saying, you need to have you a mainstream artist on there. But I see these shows, they pack all them guys on the same show. And it's like them with the Blues All Right tour. They have
it's redundant. It's redundant to me. It's redundant to put 5 headlines on the show.
Yeah.
To me, that's redundant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That don't make sense to me. But if that's what the people are paying to see,
there you go.
But okay, let me flip it. Say if you didn't put no headliners on there, and you put some people on there that people barely knew, you think them people gonna buy them Blues All Right ticket? No, no, they're not buying that. No. They're not buying it. You cannot force nobody to buy something they don't like.
Yep.
You can't do it.
Yep. So hey, I got one more thing I want to. I got a couple things I want to say right quick.
Yeah.
We were talking about the artists coming up and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to tell this story about LJ. When LJ first came out, man, that guy was following us around. We was a sound company. We be in this area one night. He'll come. He'll say, "Man, who the promoter?" We'll say, "So and so." He'll go talk to him. I just want you to let me do this one song. Open up. We charge the man nothing. Then he's selling CDs out the back of his car and all this.
Yeah.
That boy grind, man. That boy grind. I am so proud of where he is now.
Yeah.
And I just hope he stays humble and because it's his time. He waited his time.
Yeah.
And I just congratulate him on that. We were talking about D.D. Simon. I actually met Tubuck Chuck before I met D.D. And I thought Tubuck was like the baddest thing I heard, man.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And he told me, he said, "No, you got to hit D.D." And I was like, "Huh?" He kind of introduced me to D.D. And man, those are some nice people. I mean, they're good.
You know how I met Tuba? How I knew Tuba could sing? I had booked Dee Dee Simon, I think in 2018, and Tuba came and he said, man, I'm Tuba. I said, hey, what's up? He said, hey man, you mind if I do a song or something? I said, well, let me listen to your music. I said, yeah, go up and do a song. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, well, man, he was pushy or nothing like that. I said, yeah, man, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man. And we have a relationship ever since. But when people call, man, and it's just funny because I'm 53 years old. A lot of them are young, and I just try to give advice. Look, when you're talking to a promoter, man, you can't force your way on no promoter show. There's no one. Not unless you are Tucker, King George, Calvin Richardson, Sir Charles, Pokey, them guys. But now you got some jokers coming up. You got Big Mel, you got Mustard Singer, you got some guy. I mean, them boys bad. Them boys are coming. Them boys are coming up. So I just tell them, man, you let your talent speak for itself.
That's right.
Talent gonna speak for itself. When I first started being a promoter back in 2015, I didn't know none of them. I lost all kind of money, but I figured it out. I figured out who the people want to see.
Right.
I figured who the people want to see, and I figured out the ones I need to help. The ones I need to help to put on the stage. I figured that out. So they call me anytime, man. I got a show. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. I help you out, but when you start talking $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000, you might well hang up the phone with me.
Right.
If you ain't got no banger, if ain't nobody asking for you, you can forget it because this ain't no damn give me a chance over here. This is money.
Right.
This is money involved.
Exactly.
So they ain't no damn showcase where I get somebody $1,500 and you get up there and do your thing. No, if I give you $1,500, I want to make $2,500 or $3,000.
Right.
It's called a music business.
Business.
It's called. It's called a music business, man. No.
Hey, and I got another saying I say. It's a difference between the music business and the business of music, and you got to learn those two different things before you can be successful. I got one more thing I want to say. Oh, I need to shout out P2K, man. P2K been with me ever since, man. I came out with him with Boom Boom Room, and that boy been by my side, supporting me and everything, man.
Oh yeah.
And
I booked P2K. I think P2K was like one of the first 5 artists I ever booked when I came into the business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was him. It was him. I think and Jeter turned me on. Fat Dad, they was turning me on to different people. Because I didn't know nobody, man. That they was
Fat Daddy used to play drums with LJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Fat Daddy bad, man. Hey, that boy bad, man.
Oh yeah.
He bad. I like him, man. He's Fat Dad is humble. Sometimes his ass humble. I got to go off on him. But he's humble, man, and he's a talented guy. Fat
Dad actually introduced me to King George, man.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He actually took me out there and got me a picture with him and everything. And that's kind of how I got. I don't really know King, but
yeah,
I did have that little moment there. So
yeah, he's a good dude too, man. I met King George, man. I walked up. He knew who I was from off the record.
Oh, okay.
He knew who I was. So I went up and talked to him, man. He's a pretty cool guy, man. A lot of people say he's not humble. It just depends on what your relationship is.
What your relationship is.
Yeah. See,
so I felt the same. I felt the same way with Tucker.
Yeah.
See, we used to do shows with Tucker, man, and until OB kind of introduced me to Tucker, and I still don't really know him, but and I know he be on here listening, check you out. I just want to say this. Yeah. When I first was doing shows with Tucker, I ain't gonna say I was scared of him, but man, he used to have these goons around him. Like if you look at him, they start walking up like they were Sonic Days or something. I'm like, what the hell going on? So I just left him alone.
Yeah,
because it was like he was unapproachable. But I found out that's not true. He's a very approachable guy.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all about personal experience. People, the have-nots gonna always talk about the haves. Period. Right. So they always put out bogus information about certain people that they know that they got a problem with, personal problem, or they got a music problem with these people. They figure their music is better. Or they figure something they better than them. So they always put out stuff, to try to put them in a bad light. I done met all them guys. Calvin had been over here. Tucker had been over my house. All of them been over here. I just sit down and talk to them, man. I call them on the phone. Good guys, man. It's just that they don't have time, to be playing with these people out here who are mad at them because they were there and you still where you at.
Exactly. And Kevin, I'm the same way, man. I know all those guys, Calvin, all them, man. Been around the block with them, all this kind of stuff. Hey, let me ask you, how you feel about the women and so? Do you
I feel about the women?
Yeah. Do you support the women?
Oh
It's a
yeah,
lot
of
of women.
course.
They always talk about it's not women and so, but it's a lot of women.
Oh
Man.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, some good.
all of them are not great either. I have
All of them, but it's
I,
some man.
I have my
Have you heard
favorites
Stephanie Luckett? Have you heard Stephanie Luckett?
yeah, yeah.
Man,
She can
that's my
sing,
homegirl.
but you know
Oh
what?
yeah.
No, I did a show. I had I think it was Karen Wolf. It was Miss Portia when she was live, bless her soul, and it was Dee Dee Simon on the show. I had them three, and I had three males. And I brought some people to the show who've never been to a Southern Soul show. They said them women killed it.
Killed it. Yeah. Oh
They said
man.
them women killed it. So you
Man,
got
Lacey.
yeah, man.
Man,
Toya Jones,
Toya Jones.
Cicely Wilburn, Jason A,
Yep.
Dee Dee Simon, Lacey, Karen Wolf. I mean, yes, Portia B. Man, you got a lot of them that can sing.
Yeah, West Love. I mean, man,
What a shit,
man.
But man, what, look, don't get me talking about West Love. Don't get me talking about West Love, man. West Love, man. Look, West Love take them people to church, man, and
oh yeah,
let me tell you, man, them people be having tears in their eyes and everything, man.
Man,
So,
I support them. I support the women.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I mean, West Love is so down to earth, man. I mean, that's my new niece now. When her and her husband came here, they so down to earth, man. And like I said, what I try to do is I try to keep it business. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
with everybody.
right.
But see, some people I can be personal with. See, I can be personal with them because they're good people. They're really good people. See, some people try to take advantage, you know, of you as a promoter, thinking that just because you're cool. But see, they ain't like that. No, they ain't like that. I can call Slater her husband right now. We can have a long conversation about anything. He won't even mention the show or any of them. You know, so a lot of people try to be your friend, try to squeeze some money out of you. And I just tell them, man, I like you as a person, but your music is horrible. So I just can't put you on no show. I just can't do it.
Well, I support the women. I support the women because through my history of this thing, man, the women always got the badge. Back in the day, it wasn't a lot of women. You had Denise LaSalle, you had Shirley Brown, Lynn White, Jackie Neal. You know, but man, those women were bad though, man. I mean, they were bad.
Yeah.
So I'll go back so far, man. Karen Wolf was the background singer with Denise LaSalle.
Oh yeah.
Karen was kind of shy.
Yeah. Karen she'll cuss you smooth
I'm
out right now.
I'm talking back in the day.
Boy, Karen come down here, boy. Karen tear up the stage, man.
Oh yes, sir.
She tear up the stage, man. Like I said, I know who's who in Southern Soul. I know who's who. Like I said, you got some ones that's been over here for a long time. They coming out with some good music now. So my advice to you is to stop complaining about, you know, the elites and become an elite.
And become elite, right?
And the only way you're gonna become an elite is you stay out there on Facebook, you know, with this poppycock, this balderdash, this nonsense, and get in the studio. That's the only way you're gonna get better.
Right.
That's the only way you're gonna get better, man. That's my advice to them.
Right, and learn the music business.
Yeah. So let me ask you one more question. So, as a stage manager, right? How many people is too many people for a show?
How many people is too many people for a show? On the average of me, man, 4 to 5 people is enough. Because you got to look at the time. I mean, if you give everybody 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep people there all night, all this kind of stuff, man. So, you know, to me, 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, 4 or 5 people. And for me, I like to have it split up. I don't like all men and stuff. Man, put a woman in there, you know. You know, or if not a woman, man, put a band in there.
So let me put you on the spot. So if you had to do a show right now, you had to book 5 artists. Who would you book on the show right now?
On the Southern Soul Show.
Yeah, Southern Soul Show.
If I had to do a show right now, I would put Tucker. I put Willie Clayton. I put Tucker, Willie Clayton, Omar, Calvin, and probably let Karen Wolf. Put Karen Wolf in there.
Okay, so you put one female on there, and that'll be a banger right there.
Yeah.
So you said Tucker, Willie Clayton. Omar, who else?
Calvin.
Hold on, I said 5, man. Yeah, that's more
than 5. That's 5.
Okay, Tucker, Willie Clayton, Calvin Richardson, OB, and Karen Wolf.
No, Omar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And Karen Wolf.
Okay.
And that'll be for that show. But if I did another show, I
do another show.
Everybody.
Do another show.
Everybody.
Do another show.
Do me another show.
Yeah.
In that case, I would put King George. I put O.B. Buchanan.
Okay.
Vic Allen.
Okay.
Terry Wright.
Okay.
And then I probably put something like Denise, Dee Dee Simon.
I was just say if you said Denise LaSalle.
No, then I put like a
Dee Dee Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you know, it's just different shows, and sometimes it depends on when you're doing the show and where you're doing the show, and all those people hot in those areas. Everybody not hot in their area.
Yeah.
You know, so it just kind of depends. And man, I just like everybody, man. I just wish I would win the lottery and I just do me a couple shows and just put everybody to work. You know,
I don't like everybody, and I'm telling you right now, I know one female artist right now, and I can say this with certainty, that can go anywhere, and she can have people crying. That's West Love. I don't give a damn where's Love go. You get West Love that mic. I'm telling you right now, she can go to Mars some damn where some people up there that like Southern Soul, and she get that mic. West Love gonna have them crying. She gonna have them crying and dancing.
But that's true. But that's that style. Yeah, I think you take somebody else and they be the same thing. Because I mean, that's why I just say I like everybody. I mean, man, all these people are talented, man.
Yeah, you know what? And here's the deal. You know, I defend Southern Soul, man. When people say, man, no people can't sing, I say, who can't sing? Who you talking about? Okay, name me R&B. Name me R&B artist, and I name you a comparable Southern Soul artist.
Southern Soul, right.
I shut them down real fast.
Right.
Shut them down real fast. Right. So that's why I say all the time that these non-singing as non-performing people here, that the King George and the Tuckers and all of them, they suffer the residual effects of these folks over here who cannot sing a lick, who don't have any fans, who don't have no business over here. They suffer the residual effects. But I defend Southern Soul because I know the artists. I know who can sing. I know who can't. As a promoter, I know. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I get an argument with Joe when they say, "Well, I ain't coming to Kevin shows because can't none of them people sing on there." I said, "Well, so you R&B? Okay, name one. R. Kelly. Right. Okay, I said, okay, R. Kelly. I put Calvin Richardson, Sir Charles, or King. I got people. I got 3 or 4 people. Right. Now they don't have a catalog as him, but I'm talking about as far as singing. Yeah, we got him over here too. I said,
right.
Yeah, so,
I mean, it's at the point now where the R&B people are coming back down over here.
Yeah, they come back over here. Like they said Chris Brown. I said, shit, I put Arthur Young or Jeter Jones on his ass as far as performing. Yeah, them performers right there, man. You know, Chris Brown, them performers.
Right.
I said, keep naming them. Right. That's somebody point.
Right.
They said somebody said Fantasia. I said, okay, I got West Love, I got Dee Simon, I got Karen Wolf. I mean, I got them over here.
You got Stephanie Luckett, you got all of them.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
The thing about it is though, if they don't want to come to the Southern Soul Show, how they gonna afford to go to one of them shows?
That's the same thing I say, man. I mean, I don't. Myopic behavior is cool. That's right now. See, I don't believe in that. I believe in, I believe in longevity. That's what I believe in. I believe in 5 to 10 years. Myopic behavior is fine, but sometimes you can be wrong. When you exercise your myopic behavior, you can be wrong. So it's a lot of people that initially I thought they couldn't sing or perform. They came up with some new music. I said, okay, yeah, that's what it takes. It takes you to watch other people instead of being mad at people, being a misanthrope, instead of being hating on people. Watch what they do, because if you notice, look at Willie Clay music. Willie Clay music changed, ain't it?
Right.
When I talked to him, he said, "Hey, Kevin, sometimes you got to change with the time.
You got to change with time." And he continued
because you don't have all these old people over here. They used to listen to Johnny Taylor and all them. All them people gone.
Right.
So now you got the King George, the Tuckers, the Jeters, the LJs, the old. You got all these, middle-aged men over here, and the crowd is getting younger.
Right.
So I think Willie Clayton, Willie's like 60 in his 60s and stuff, but Willie know what these young folks like.
Right. You gotta go back to that trip, get that trail around. That's what's going on.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. With that. You go back to the drawing board.
Right.
Yeah. So But
hats off to Omar Cunningham, man. That's a writing brother, boy.
Omar, yeah, man. We got a lot of writers over here, man.
You got a lot of writers, but Omar is one of them, baby.
Yeah, but then again, too, a lot of people's music is sounding the same over here too. So they got to fix that.
Yeah.
They got to fix that. They got to fix that. A lot of people's music sound the same. When I'm sitting at the radio station and see me new music, I say, "Oh, that sounds like so and so song." That's why I sit up and say, and I ain't putting it on the radio. If it sounds like somebody, I'm not putting it on there. I'm not delete it right there. Nope, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No, this person's made their music. I don't give a damn if they list their track or not. You're not finna copy off and think I'm finna play it over here.
Now, that's something we can touch right quick before we leave, man. I don't like that listing the track stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know who come up with that, man. I don't like that, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Because I get confused like that too, man. I hear one song and I start kind of liking the song. And then the next day I'm riding, the song come on, and I get ready to hit this verse, and it's some whole, I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
because they using a loop or something, the hook off another song. I'd be like, man, you know, and then they be like, well, you know, the producer sold the, you know.
Yeah, but you know, Daryl Simmons was most satisfying to me as a promoter is when I can bring people together who've never even met each other, like Dee Dee Simon and West Love. They never met each other.
Right.
You know, when I can put them on the show and they can meet each other and talk. You know, that time I did when I did my jamboree, when I had Tucker, Omar, Lacey, Fat Daddy, LJF, I had like 17 artists on it. They just having a good time, partying, having a good time, laughing and stuff. That's most satisfying to me, other than making some money. That's first.
I heard that.
Just bringing all them together. But they can actually meet and talk, man, and discuss stuff and sit down and go to breakfast or dinner. That's most satisfying to me because that's the culture I come from. I come from a team.
Right.
A team. We couldn't win no war. I can't win a war by myself. I need a team.
That's right.
Yeah, I need a team.
That's right.
So that's most satisfying to me over here is actually bridging the gap with some of these people who don't get along. I get on the phone. I say, okay, what's going on over there? Y'all need to fix that if it can be fixed. Right. Because I'm not gonna book you on the show, and I know y'all think y'all gonna be fighting here. No,
yeah. That's real sad.
Yeah, that's not gonna work because everybody got their own lane. Everybody got their own style.
Right, and it's hard for me to want to support negativity stuff. You know, negative stuff like that. You know, I really don't.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you got too many nice people over here. You got a lot of these people are professional. They have jobs. They have professional jobs. So who wants to come over here and argue with somebody who's a loser anyway? Nobody want to argue with you.
Right.
You know, what do you have to substitute for what I got, other than you just talking? Let your music and talent speak for itself. That's it.
That's right.
So if you don't like me, you don't like my music. Okay, if we're on the same show, let's see what the fans say.
Right.
Don't you tell me. Let's see what the fans say. That's the competition right there. Don't be mad at me because the fans like me more than you. You know, get with me and see how I got these fans, or get with me and see how my music is, or I might can suggest a producer or somebody for you. But what you mad for?
Right.
You know, because everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Everybody can't be LeBron. You know, they got that debate going on who's better. It depends on if you got Jordan fans or a LeBron fan. But everybody's not going to be equal over here. You can forget it. You're not going to be equal. You're not going to get paid what Tucker paid, King George paid, Charles, and all them. You're not going to get paid. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? Way up to it, it's possible. But don't be mad at them because they're getting paid their money.
Because they're getting paid, right.
What you mad for? Because I'm not getting anything.
They did their thing, man. They did.
If the first thing come out of your mouth is that, well, Kevin, you paying so and so, I'm hanging up the phone because I don't even want to talk. Right. Unless you can show me that you can fill a one-car garage, because I watch shows too. I go to shows. Yeah, you can't fill a one-car garage. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So look. So what you got coming up next, man? You got anything big coming up, or you got anything you want to see?
I don't have anything until
you got any show you want to go to see a certain artist, or do you go to shows? You do go to shows, right?
Yeah, I go, man. I get out quite a bit. It's not nothing I like to do. But we do, me and my wife, we do go to shows. I don't have anything else coming up until around December. And I'll suffer pick up, you know, after Thanksgiving, then you get the Christmas stuff, and then New Year's, and then Valentine's, that kind of thing. That's the difference in now time and back in the day. See, back in the day, we used to run with artists. When things got slow, you run with the artists, and they would have us do sound. They'd be in clubs and stuff like that. But you know, we not right now, man. I don't know why people say we too high. You know, they want to get the DJ. So I think when you get what you pay for, then people come back, man, they should have had y'all. People, you get what you pay for. Yeah. You know, ain't nobody out here. We've been out here too long, going out here for different things.
You know, I tell Daryl Simmons, I said relationship gonna last longer than money.
That's right.
If you got a good relationship with somebody, you can always make money.
That's right.
Always make money. You know, and I try to see the goodness in people. But a lot of folks over here that some of them just know earthly good, and you know it. Some of them just know earthly good. Right. But I always try to see the goodness in people. That's just me. Right. It's just me. You know. So
man, out of all your awards and stuff you won, how you felt about being honored at the JMA?
You know what? That in itself, man. I mean that was something else, man. I was like, man. I said they actually watching what I do over here. I'm like, man. You know. So I wouldn't accept it if I didn't deserve it. If I wasn't doing nothing over here, you're not gonna put me on stage and give me something I didn't deserve. But I'm like, man, I said, so Lee King and Mr. Jesse Thompson actually watching what I do over here. I mean, that was an honor, man. That was a great honor. That was my biggest honor over. And I've won promoter of the year and stuff like that. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when you honor me, honor me, I'm like, man, as a king of soul over here in Southern Soul, a lot of people are being misanthrope. They were like, well, why Kevin get that award? Okay, well, I didn't pick myself, so I got it.
Right.
Man, where my award is so I can show them. I might have some misanthropes on here. But but they were saying, well, Kevin don't do this. You know what I told Angela? Angie. She probably don't go get it. But oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But you know what I told him? No, I'm just messing with you. You know what I told him? I said, okay. I said, you name one person over here in Southern Soul, not to brag, who's not an artist, right? That do more for Southern Soul than Kevin Young. Radio station, podcast, you know what I'm saying? I got a radio station podcast, and then I do then I'm a promoter. So I try to push these artists, man. I try to push them.
Right.
Push them, man. So nobody's doing that. That. And I defend them. Just like I ridicule their ass, I defend them too. The good ones. If you got good music, I'm going to defend you. If you're not, I'm not going to support you.
Right.
I can't defend you.
You got to whip for my stage management skills down there. When y'all was on that side, y'all was talking too loud. I had to tell y'all to hush, man. Y'all was on that side. I said, y'all getting too loud, man. and you said, oh man, you told me that one time, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Man, I really enjoyed myself down at JMA, man. Like I told Mr. King and Mr. Thompson, how I call them Mr. because they made my dad's age.
Right.
I told them, I said, God's willing. I said, I'm gonna come support every event they have down there because I like their professionalism.
Right.
I like their profession. They were very professional. And then for them to take the time, I think next year's the 50th year.
Right.
It's the what? Here we go. I got a proclamation or something, didn't I?
Yeah, you got a proclamation.
Yeah, whatever this is. It's a proclamation,
no,
right?
It's a proclamation from the
city. I got upside down.
I
got a proclamation right here from Jackson, Mississippi, y'all.
Yep.
How many y'all got this right here? The ones who been misanthrope.
I heard that.
Y'all got this? Misanthrope is a hater of mankind. Yeah, misanthrope is a hater of mankind. How many y'all got that proclamation? But again,
I
see Omar here. I see West Love on here, $2. Oh, okay. I see Big O.
Big O, that's my partner, man.
I know Big O got something smart to say. Let me go back and look at his comment. There's a lot of them on here. Kenny Keys. Who else on here?
I can't see none of them. Why I can't see none of them?
Because you're not the host.
Oh, okay.
but yeah, man, like I said, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Like I said, anytime you want to come off the record, man, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a call. Hey, Kevin, you want to put out some information? Because that's what it's about. That's the premise of this podcast, is to let's talk about Southern Soul, the good, bad, the ugly.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you having me.
Everything ain't bad over here in Southern Soul. It ain't bad. You got a lot. I think you got more good and bad over here in Southern Soul. I think so.
Right. It is. Yeah. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you having me, man. I've been wanting to come on here for a long time.
Why, man? Why you want to come off the record, man?
Why I want to come, man? This the show to be on. What you mean? Why I want to come off the record? Why did you go see Michael Jordan?
That's what I wanted to go see. Man, I was mad as hell when Michael Jordan went there. I was like, what? I want all my money back.
If you notice, when I watch the show, sometimes I comment, I ask questions and stuff.
Yeah,
so I want to come on so I could be a part of it.
That's right. And I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate everybody that wants to be part. Now you got some people that's scared to come on here because they don't want to offend nobody. I don't understand that if I'm giving you a stage to come on to talk about your music, we ain't talk about all this other stuff that people think. People want me to talk about other stuff. No, I talk about whatever I want to talk about. This is my podcast. They want me to go in personal. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So I tell them all the time, if you got a personal problem, somebody coming on my podcast, don't be on my feed line because I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you told right here on the feed line.
Right. Hey. Yeah. You said Omar's on here?
Yeah, Omar on there.
Look, man, this banner thing I got. Omar actually created that for me when I first started the Soul Music System. He kind of did that for me. Hold
on. William, look, Mr. Morris is on here. Mr. Morris, you talking about bring you on? When you want to come on here, Mr. Morris? That's Jay Morris Group's.
Yeah, Mr. Morris. Yeah,
he on here. He talking about bring him on. No, I want your group to come on here. I want Jay Morris Group to come on here. I got some questions for them. But Mr. Morris, when you want to come on off the record?
Bring Mr. Morris on, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah. When you want to come on here, Mr. Morris? Yeah. See, I like talking to people, man. But Next week, okay. He said he's gonna come on next week. Okay, I give you
All
the
right.
date next week. But J Morris Group, talented man, talented. I
Yeah.
actually, it's my first time. You know, I seen them on a couple shows. I never talked to them
Yeah.
because when they got off the stage, they left. But they actually stuck around this time. I actually talked to them. I mean, talented group, man. Very
man.
Young people. They young.
Yep.
They young. They respectable people, man.
They like family too. I remember when they first came out. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And sorry, he was over there. G&L in Greenwood. He was like, man, these guys they gonna be bad, man. This girl can go to and man, they some bad cats, man.
Yeah, but
there's some bad people over here, man. I'm telling you.
But you probably see them more than me, because you manage your stage. You probably see them more than me. A lot of artists, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
J. Mars actually hired us to do their Thanksgiving show. I think it was Thanksgiving show last year or something.
Yeah,
they did up in Greenville anniversary show or something. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, man, it's just an honor sometimes, man. Like it's a lot of cats that I can call.
Yeah.
You know, and people call me and just how you doing, what's going on, that kind of stuff. I was real good friends with Mel Waiters, man, and rest in peace.
But you know what though, man? What was a big honor to me, man? Like I listened to Sir Charles Jones, man, when he came out. I was in the desert, and when somebody was playing Sir, I said, "Who is it?" I said, "Who is that?" They said, "This is a cat named Sir Charles Jones," and I actually met him.
Right.
I'm like, damn, man, I listened to your music in the desert at war. I listened to his music out there. Yeah. And I heard Proky's music. I was like, damn, I said, okay, so you actually get to meet them. That's the good part about so being non-voluminous, not that big. You can actually meet the people and talk to them.
Sir Charles used to be my neighbor, man.
You be your neighbor?
Yeah. And look, when Charles first came out, he was singing back up with Marvin Cease.
Marvin Cease, yeah.
Yeah. And him and Greg King, they would load up the equipment for Marvin, and we'd be loading sound equipment. And they bought us a CD, and they was like, man, this is gonna be Charles' name. We was like, oh man, yeah, all right, because we get that all the time. And man, 6 months later, man, that was Sir Charles was born, man. Yeah, he been kicking it ever since, man. But the boy was bad when he's a backup singer. We knew he was like a Bobby Brown with New Edition. When I saw Bobby Brown when they were little kids, man, Bobby Brown was popping all up on the speakers. We were like, man, who is that little kid? You knew they were gonna be something. Yeah, you knew they were.
Wow. Did you give them any advice back then? Did you tell them to keep going?
No, man, we were loading equipment, man. We doing the trenches back then.
The trenches back then, huh?
The trenches back then, man. They were loading equipment. They were working. I do mess with Charles sometimes when I hadn't seen him in a long time. When I used to see him, I used to tell him, I say, hey, man, come help me load this. Because that's what we used to do. We used to help each other. Man, come help me load these speakers, man. Nah, man, I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
But,
so when is the JMA? When's that in 2024? What day is it on?
Oh man, don't make me laugh.
You don't know?
I can't think right off my head, man. I think it'd be around June, July, something. I can't remember. I can't remember. I
encourage everybody on here to come to JMA's 50th. It's gonna be their 50th, right?
Right. Yeah, they're gonna be doing the meeting.
Yeah, until their 50th award show. Y'all to be in Jackson, Mississippi, man. We're gonna be there. God's willing, we're gonna be there. I encourage all y'all to be there, huh?
We hadn't started having meetings and stuff yet, but when I find out all the details, I'm gonna be sure to let you know.
Yeah. Send it to me. Yeah, send it to me and everything. But I want to meet everybody, man. A lot of people support this podcast. A lot of people support me. My shows and stuff. So I like to look. When I walked in, when I got off the red carpet, I had so many people say, "Oh, Kevin, I want to meet you, man." That was very humbling because they watched off the record. They don't have to be no artists. I want to meet the fans too. Right.
So
I'm gonna bring about 10 or 15 people with me when I come down there.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring them down there, man. Yep, I was at the table with Omar. Omar on here. Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Omar was at the table talking about people. We show up. We were talking about people.
Omar was a funny guy, man.
Yeah, we were talking about people at the show. Yeah. But and in a positive light, we weren't negative. We were talking about
right.
But Omar, good dude too, man. So
yeah.
But like I say, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, brother. I got some wings. I got some chicken wings I'm finna eat.
I heard that.
But look, I appreciate you coming on, man. And anything I can do for you, I'm just a phone call away.
Okay, that's a bit. I need $500 in all 20s.
Bye. See you later.
See, that's what my daddy used to say. He said, when somebody say, hey, anything you want to do, just tell me.
All right, Dustin. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Good night. Appreciate you.
Omar talking about that was me. Yeah. Omar, you know you was talking about people with me, man. Well, look, we're gonna keep it confidential. We ain't gonna tell them about what we was talking about, but it was positive. But look, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. But look, this show we had this past weekend at Central Texas Soul Fest that me and Tucker James put on, man, it was magnificent. It was really, really nice. Had a nice crowd out there. And I had some people asking me, well, how many people was out there? I had other people that just wanted to know. Well, you should have been here. You could have counted them yourself because the number I told you, you didn't believe me anyway. So next time, bring your ass here so you can see them. You see them yourself. Nobody's in competition. People out here bringing shows to the fans. Nobody no competition with y'all. So, but look, Omar, I want you to Omar, hit me up, man, because Mr. Morris coming on next week. Hey, how many of y'all want Omar Cunningham to come on here? Y'all tell him how many of y'all want Omar Cunningham to come on here so I can pick his brain. But Mr. Morris coming next week. Then I want to interview Mr. Omar Cunningham, the GOAT. I want to interview him. What do y'all think about Omar coming on here? What y'all think? See, there's me. That's 1, 2. You should have said 40,000. 3. Omar, look at your fans on here, man. Look at that. What's up, Tiffany? Huh?
You see Tammy trying to be funny, telling she was across the street.
Oh, Tammy's across the street. Look, Omar said, yep. Omar, everybody want you to come on here, man. Everybody, hey, there you go. Get Omar. Mr. Morris, I need Jay Morris Group to come on here, too. I need Jay Morris Group to come on here. I need to talk to him. I need to talk to Jay Morris Group. I need to ask him some questions. So, yeah, tell Jay Morris Group I'm waiting on him. I'm waiting on J1. I'm waiting on TK Soul. I'm waiting on Tucker. Who else? I'm waiting on Fat Daddy. Who else I'm waiting on? Them the ones I'm waiting on for right now. But yeah, I definitely want Omar Cunningham to come on here. Omar, where you at? He told me I love them all. Come on here, Omar. But look, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Next week, Mr. Morris said he's gonna come on here. That's Jay Morris Group's dad/manager. He gonna come on here. I'm gonna pick his brain. We're gonna chop it up over here. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. On Off the Record. You know, this is a serious podcast over here. You know, we might joke and play, but we serious over here about the business, about Southern Soul. We serious about it. You know, no malice intended. We serious about it. So I want y'all to continue to support these artists. Go to shows. You know, support them. And if their ass ain't doing nothing, as a fan, they got your money and they cut their shows, are they singing over their tracks or whatever, y'all tell them. Y'all tell them. You know, if they singing over their damn music and if they supposed to be on stage for 30 minutes and they do 10, y'all tell them. You know, whatever, Kenny. I would be a nice night, Kenny. But Mr. Morris, you telling me I better be ready? Okay. Mr. Morris telling me I better be ready. Okay. All right. He said, be careful. Oh, man. Look, Mr. Morris really talking crazy over here now. You talking about you better be careful what you ask. Okay. All right. Mr. Morris, send me a picture. Send me a picture. And the fly, matter of fact, your fly going to go up tomorrow. Your fly going to go up tomorrow, Mr. Morris. That's William Morris. It's Jay Morris Group's dad. What Jay and K Monique's father. So he's their manager too. So he's gonna come on here next week. Yeah, come on around, Mr. Morris, so we can chop it up, man. So I can ask you how'd you make your group famous over there? How you make your kids famous? And do they be twerking? So and do you be twerking, Mr. Morris, when you be at them shows? I want to know if you be twerking too. I know you're a pastor, but do you be twerking at them shows? I can't wait. But look, I'm about to go eat my wings. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I will definitely see y'all next Wednesday if Mr. Morris don't check it out on me. But we're going to come back next week. Mr. Morris, I'm going to call you tomorrow. But look, until then, until next week, y'all take care. What happened?
ready to party, ladies? Oh, I see you looking, you like what you see. 'Cause you're steady talking and smacking at me. One thing let me tell ya, and please don't take me wrong. Gonna let you know before you take me home. I hear you say you want it. I hear you say you need it. Say you can't live without it. Ain't nothing free about it. I hear you say you want it. I hear you say you need it. Say you can't live without it. Ain't nothing free about it. When it comes to loving, I know I got the best. Boy, this thing so good, make you forget the rest. When it comes to business, I handle my own. So if your talk is cheap, boy, then leave me alone. That's right.
Hey, it's off the record. It's Wednesday night. Everybody alright? It's off the record. It's Wednesday night. Hey, you better hold on tight. It's off the record. It's Wednesday night. K.O. I think they're ready. You tuned into what you tuned into. With Kevin and Young. Hot reviews with Southern Soul. The topics are ahead that you can feel. Southern Soul is here. Come on, Mr. Kevin Young.
Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week.